Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Affairscloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors, days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense. All these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333386. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 29th of November. The session will be very interesting, so do pay attention till the end. First we will go for the revision session and then we will continue with the today's current affairs. The first news is Indian Navy has taken the delivery of the second destroyer of Project 15B, that is Mormugao. Alright, remember the name, remember the Project 15B, and remember this was the second destroyer of Project 15B that was recently delivered to Indian Navy, and Mormugao Shipbuilders Limited delivered it to the Indian Navy. Next, International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women is observed on 25th of November. Next is your Anwar Ibrahim. As you can see him in the picture, he has been sworn in as the new Prime Minister of Malaysia. So question can be asked to you that who has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Malaysia. He will be Anwar Ibrahim. Next, BSc has recently signed with which organization as a cyber security partner? It will be your TAC Security, and we know what is cyber security: to protect an organization or to protect any company from cyber attacks, that is from the attacks that comes from the internet in the form of viruses, malware. All right, so it was your BSc that is tied up with TAC Security as cyber security partner. Next we will be talking about Rishi Sunak wife Akshata Murthy, and about Rishi Sunak also. They have been listed on the Asian Rich list for 2022. It is the list of the 101 Asians who are in UK, and in this particular list Rishi Sunak and his wife Akshata Murthy, they were on the 17th position. Next is urban employment rate has dropped for fifth quarter to 7.2% as per the data released by National Statistic Office. Alright, remember this news also. Next was an exercise, that is Naseem Al Bahar. So in this particular exercise, this was the 13th edition of this Naseem Al Bahar exercise. This exercise was conducted between Indian Navy and Oman Navy. Then in this exercise, what was the location where this exercise was conducted? It was in Oman, where this exercise was conducted. Alright, so remember it was the 13th edition of Nasim Al Bahar exercise with Oman Navy that was conducted where in Oman, and Indian Navy and Oman Navy took part in this exercise. Next, Absolute is the name of the company that have launched a DIY crop insurance, that is Digi Fasal. Important. Digi Fasal was launched by whom? It was launched by Absolute, and it is a crop insurance scheme that you can change it as per your needs. Next, who has been awarded with the French National Order Award? She is Payal Kanwar. Alright, Payal Kanwar was awarded with the French National Order Award. She is the Director General of IFCCI, that is your Indo-French Chamber of Commerce. Important. Next we will be talking about Ravi Kumar Sagar. As you can see him in the picture, this person, Ravi Kumar Sagar, he has turned out to be the youngest entrepreneur, and he started his journey of this entrepreneurship during COVID-19 by helping various persons by providing them PPE kits. With this selling of these PPE kits, he made around 2 crore rupees, and due to this only he has been now termed as the youngest entrepreneur, Ravi Kumar Sagar. And now the news is that he will be conferred with the prestigious Dr. Kalam Seva Puraskar. Who will be awarded with Dr. Kalam Seva Puraskar? He will be Ravi Kumar Sagar. So that's all for the day, friends, for revision. Now it's for current affairs. Alright, we will discuss today's important current affairs. First, we are talking about Ministry of Tourism organizes a CEO roundtable, and this CEO roundtable was basically on sustainable tourism in partnership with UNEP and RTSOI, that is your Responsible Tourism Society of India. First of all, you need to understand that tourism is one of the most important factor to one of the most important factor that affects the economy of a certain place. You know the example of Sri Lanka, we have discussed this multiple times. Then you know in the hilly regions such as Himachal Pradesh, in Uttarakhand, then in Jammu and Kashmir also. So these are the locations where we can say the tourism is one of the major source of earning for the local people. Also, if you remember, there was a MOU that was signed between India and Australia so that they can encourage the tourism between these two countries. Also, if you remember Neeraj Chopra, he was termed as a ambassador for Switzerland tourism so that Indians can be encouraged to visit Switzerland and to travel to Switzerland in order to increase the tourism sector there. Also, if you know Dubai is also considered to be one of the biggest tourism hub, as people from all over the world visit tourism, and it is said that for Dubai the major source of income is tourism. Alright, so basically we can say that tourism is one of the best part of industry, and it is also one of the region that major sectors or major part of a particular area, the people living there are earning their livelihood because of tourism only. Alright, highly important. So remember, recently a CEO roundtable on sustainable tourism was conducted by or hosted by whom? It was organized by Ministry of Tourism in partnership with United Nations Environment Program and Responsible Tourism Society of India. So three organizations, Ministry of Tourism, United Nations Environment Program and the Responsible Tourism Society of India conducted or organized this CEO roundtable on sustainable tourism. What will be the main objective here if we talk about? Here, it will be to enhance engagement and participation of industry stakeholders in the transition of tourism sector towards sustainability. Now, there will be tourism, alright, and if we want to encourage tourism, then definitely we need to come up with certain technologies, we need to come up with certain services. So those services, any development that we make in the tourism sector should be based on sustainable development goals. This is being talked about in this particular CEO roundtable on sustainable tourism. Alright, and where was this held? This was held in New Delhi. Highly important, remember this. Alright, also apart from this, industries, we should not let industries pollute a particular area that can degrade its environmental efforts. It can degrade its environmental beautiness, that because of the pollution the pollution level increases and it becomes also unhealthy for the people living there. Also remember, the roundtable derived three main initiatives on sustainable tourism. All right, they are travel for life pledge, second was responsible traveler campaign, and third was global tourism plastics initiative. That means we should avoid plastics, and we have discussed also multiple times why we should avoid plastic, because it is a non-degradable product and it won't be degraded as it is left into the environment even for hundreds of years. All right, so remember, it was Ministry of Tourism that organized a CEO roundtable on sustainable tourism, in which who were the partners? United Nations Environment Program, the headquarters of which is in Nairobi, Kenya, and Responsible Tourism Society of India. All right, here you can see these are the three main initiatives on sustainable tourism which were signed by the participants for accelerating sustainable consumption and production in tourism policies and practices. Next news. Next is India Malaysia has joint military exercise by the name Harimau Shakti. All right, Harimau Shakti, this is the name of the joint military exercise that was conducted between two countries. They are India and Malaysia. What was the location where this exercise was conducted? It is Malaysia only, where we saw where we observed this particular Harimau Shakti 2022. All right, highly important. Another thing, remember, this exercise will end on 12th of December 2022. That means it is an ongoing exercise right now. All right, the first time when we observed this particular exercise was in the year 2012. All right, then what all you need to remember, that Harimau Shakti, this is an exercise that is being take place in Malaysia. In this, India and Malaysia is taking part, and this exercise was first observed in 2012. Harimau Shakti. Next we are talking about Indore. Indore plans India's first retail municipal bond for solar plant. All right, what are bonds? Basically, as I have told, government issues these bonds, and based on these bonds, this is similar to that of a fixed deposit kind, you can consider them. You will be buying these bonds, and the on basis of these bonds only, the issuer will be providing you certain interest on that particular amount that you have been investing in those particular bonds. And after a certain time, when these bonds will mature, the amount will be given back to the investors. So these bonds can be issued in multiple fields, and now the Indore is planning to launch their municipal bond, retail municipal bond for solar plant. That means they can invest the amount generated through these bonds into the solar power plant. So remember, it is your Indore Municipal Corporation in Madhya Pradesh that is planning to issue India's first municipal green bond aimed at retail investors, with revenues going towards funding a solar power plant. It plans to sell a 10-year bond in December 2022 in order to raise up to $2.6 billion. 2.6 billion rupees, that is around $31.8 million. Also, Indore in MP is a city in India with a strong environmental record. So these bonds, as I just mentioned, they will be for 10 years. Next is RBI holds onboarding of online merchants by Paytm payment services. What does this mean? That recently RBI has asked the Paytm payment services, that is the wholly owned subsidiary of Paytm, to reapply for the authorization to provide payment aggregator service online merchants. This means Paytm Payment Service Limited has to resubmit the application within 120 calendar days for the payment aggregator service. All right, in this regard, we can say with the help of this that, or in response to this, Paytm Paytm Payment Service Limited will not be able to onboard new online merchants till time approval remaining pending, and PPSL can continue to do business with existing online merchants. All right. If you remember, similar kind of restrictions were also imposed on HDFC Bank earlier because something was going on, and due to which they were asked to not board any new customers. Though now it is over, but just to link those, that is why it is being mentioned here. Next is SNP has cut India's GDP forecast to 7% for the fiscal year 2023. Highly important. Alright, SNP Global Ratings projected India's GDP growth rate for the fiscal year 23, that is from 2022 to 2023, to 7%. Alright, then if we talk about this only, in September 2022, S&P forecasted Indian economy to grow by 7.3% in 2022 to 2023 and 6.5% in the next fiscal year, that is from 2023 to 2024. Also, S&P has also decreased its growth projection for 2023 from 6.5% to 6%. Alright, and if we talk about India's output will increase by 7% in fiscal year 23, and from this we can say it will increase by 6% in the fiscal year 24. Alright, so now what is the rating? What is the GDP rating given by S&P Global Rating? It is 7%. The reason, as we know, what will be the reason? Inflation, war that is going on, geopolitics, alright, supply chain crisis, then we can see still lockdown, zero COVID policy of China. Alright. Next. Before this, apart from this S&P Global Rating, if we talk about World Bank has reduced India's GDP growth rate to 6.5%. IMF, International Monetary Fund, has reduced the India's GDP growth rate to 6.8%. ADB, Asian Development Bank, has reduced India's GDP growth rate to 7%. Alright, remember that also. And if we talk about Moody's has slashed down India's GDP growth rate from 7.7% earlier to 7% now. 2022 UNESCO Asia Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation. Let's talk about them. So the first thing that you need to remember is, if we are talking about heritage awards, that is your Asia Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation, these are awarded by awards that are announced by or awarded by UNESCO. Where is the headquarters of UNESCO? It is in Paris. So 2022 UNESCO Asia Pacific Award for Cultural Heritage Conservation, or the Heritage Awards, were awarded to 13 award-winning projects from 6 different countries across the Asia Pacific region. And if we are talking about these 6 nations, they are Afghanistan, China, India, Iran, Nepal and Thailand. Then, as I mentioned, that these awards are announced by UNESCO Bangkok, which serves as the Asia Pacific Regional Bureau of Education. See, headquarters of UNESCO is located in Paris, France. But these awards that are for the Asia Pacific region is given by the UNESCO Bangkok, that is the Asia Pacific Regional Headquarters. Alright, coming back. So these Asia Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation are awarded to 13 winning projects, and these 13 winning projects are from 6 different nations. And here you can see these are the 6 nations that we are talking about. Alright, then apart from this, remember, from India, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Vastu Sangrahalaya Museum, that is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, has been awarded with the Award of Excellence in this particular UNESCO Asia Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation. I repeat, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Vastu Sangrahalaya. This museum is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it has been awarded with Award of Excellence. Alright, mark this also. Question can be definitely asked to you. When was this UNESCO established? UNESCO was established in 1945, and where is the headquarters? It is in Paris, France. Next. Next is that remember the e-Panchayat mission mode project, that was the e-Gram Swaraj, and audit online, that are of the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. They have recently won the gold award under the category that is excellence in government process re-engineering for digital transformation. Let me just show you here that the e-Panchayat mission mode project, that is e-Gram Swaraj and audit online, that is under the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, has won the gold award under the category that is excellence in government process re-engineering for digital transformation of National Awards for e-governance for 21-22. The NAEG, this is your National Awards for e-governance. It recognizes the excellent and exemplary work done by the team e-governance and supported by the team National Informatics Center. Alright, highly important. Also, this gold award includes a certificate, it includes a trophy and a cash prize of 5 lakh rupees here. Alright, highly important. Then apart from this, if we talk about this 25th NCEG, that is your National Conference on E-Governance. Alright, this 25th edition of this was held on 26th and 22nd 7th of November. It was held in Katra, Jammu and Kashmir, and this was organized by DARPG, that is Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances, along with the Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology. Then apart from this, remember this was held under the theme that is bringing citizens and industry and government closer. Also, this was inaugurated by whom? It was inaugurated by Dr. Jitendra Singh. Alright, so coming back, remember friends, it was the e-Gram Swaraj and audit online, that are the mode projects of e-Panchayat, that comes under the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, has won the gold award under the category that is excellence in government process re-engineering for digital transformation. So remember these two processes, high chance of the question that can be asked here. Then if we talk about some of the highlights here, the session witnessed the launch of Jammu and Kashmir Digital Vision Document and J&K Cyber Security Policy to promote a common approach to use the power of innovation and secure IT assets in a rapidly changing technology landscape. You can understand it in such a way that we know that technology is changing daily. We can see the change in the technology is very rapid, and the technology that we were using in the last 4 or 5 years and has been now changed, and the even you can consider it by the example of a smartphone only. You can see every year the smartphone is changing. Every year we can see there is new technology coming up and the new way of selling product to you. For example, if we consider of iPhone, you can see every year there is a new either a camera is introduced, either some new frame rates are introduced in them, either a new type of screen, that was your floating island, was introduced this time. So multiple things are being introduced. This suggests that technology is changing rapidly, and we can see that because in the past 20 years before that there was no trace of technology as such, especially in India. Alright, we used to live in a very rural life and people were happy in that scenario. Though people are happy now, much more happy now, and it is a you can say a change that is transforming the life of citizens. So to carry out that change, because digitization is helping to establish various services to also, and also it is trying to save the environment, because we will be using less amount of paper and the total change will be shifted to your digitization process. Next, if we talk about these categories under which the award scheme has been revised, such as excellence in government process re-engineering for digital transformation, excellence in providing citizen-centric delivery, then these are other, you can definitely see these categories. Moving on. Next is Indian scientist has received the international award on behalf of Snow Leopard Conservation Alliance. I repeat, Indian scientists received international award on behalf of Snow Leopard Conservation Alliance. What is this? Let's talk about it. First of all, you should know what is GSLEP. GSLEP is your Global Snow Leopard Ecosystem Protection Program. So International Snow Leopard Trust has been honored. I repeat, International Snow Leopard Trust. This has been honored with the 17th edition of BBVA Foundation Biodiversity Conservation Award. Alright, and the major role for supporting global snow leopard ecosystem protection program. If we talk about this global snow leopard ecosystem protection program, it is a first of its kind alliance between 12 governments, conservationists, scientists and other organizations to work for the conservation of snow leopards and their ecosystem. This GSLEP, it was created in 2013 when officials, politicians and conservationists arrived at a common conservation strategy enshrined in the Bishkek Declaration of 2013. This GSLEP has identified 24 protection areas covering around 25% of the snow leopard range. Alright, so coming back, it was your International Snow Leopard Trust that was awarded or that was honored with the 17th edition of the BBVA Foundation Biodiversity Conservation Award. Alright, highly important friends. Then here you can see that this GSLEP, this is a kind of an alliance that is between 12 governments, conservationists, scientists and other organizations that is working toward making or protecting the ecosystem for snow leopards. This program or this GSLEP, it was started in 2013 and now still they are working to protect the environment for or ecosystem for snow leopards, and they have identified 24 protection areas that covers around 25% of the snow leopard range. All right, next is Max Financial gets IRDAI's approval to acquire 5% stake that was held by Mitsui Sumitomo in Max Life. I repeat, recently IRDAI has approved the purchase for Max Financial Service Limited that they can purchase the remaining 5.17% stake that was held by Mitsui Sumitomo Company Limited in Max Life Insurance Company. That means they have their own stake. That was another company was having a stake in them. That was your which company? It was your Mitsui Sumitomo Company, and now they are buying their stake back. That was 5.17%. All right, after the acquisition, MFSL shareholding in Max Life will increase to 87%. All right, then if we talk about Max Financial Service Limited, who is the managing director here? Mohit Talwar. And if we talk about the headquarter, where is the headquarter located? It is in Noida, UP. All right, also if we talk about UP is on the process for becoming 1 trillion economy, $1 trillion economy. Next, CIL, that is Castrol India Limited, is set to acquire 7.09% stake in Key Mobility Solutions, a KMS, a digital subsidiary of TVS Automobile Solution, with an investment of 487.5 crore rupees in all cash deal. I repeat, CIL is set to acquire 7.09% stake in KI Mobility Solution. Highly important, direct question will be asked. Next, ISRO has successfully launched India-Bhutan developed PSLV C-54 rocket. This rocket was carrying 9 satellites. Alright, I repeat, recently PSLV C-54 rocket that was jointly developed by India and Bhutan, it was carrying 9 satellites. It was launched by whom? It was launched by ISRO. Alright, highly important. Then remember, this is the 56th flight of PSLV and 24th flight of the PSLV XL version with 6 PSOMS XLS. Also remember, this particular rocket, PSLV C-54 rocket, that carried 9 satellites. In this, among India's Earth Observation Satellite, that is EOS, Earth Observation Satellite, 6th was also there. It has also OceanSat 3 and 8 nano satellites were also present here. Who launched it? It was launched by ISRO. That was co-jointly developed by India and Bhutan. This PSLV C-54 rocket. All right, using this, that is jointly developed by India and Bhutan. 9 satellites were carried into space. Among them, one was your Earth observation satellite O6, other was OceanSat 3, and 8 nano satellites were also launched. And who launched it? It was launched by ISRO. Who is the chairman of ISRO? S. Somnath. Where is the headquarters? Bangalore. And when was this established? In 1969. Next news. Ikshak. Ikshak, the third ship of survey vessel, has recently launched at L&T, Chennai. This Ikshak, this is the third of the 4 survey vessel project. This was launched at Kattupalli. Where was this launch? Kattupalli. Where is this Kattupalli? This is in Chennai. And we know where is Chennai? Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. Who built this? This Ikshak, this was built by GRSE. Now you should know the full form when I am saying GRSE. Definitely I want my students who are studying for me for the last few months, they should understand what is GRSE. It is your Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. Alright, this is your GRSE. Alright, and also remember at L&T Chennai. Alright, so remember this was also built by GRSE along with L&T, that is your Larsen and Toubro. Alright, for whom this was developed? All the ships being are developed for Indian Navy. These vessels are for Indian Navy. So coming back, what all you need to remember, that this Ikshak, this is the third of the 4 survey vessels project that was launched at where? At Kattupalli, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Who built this? This was built by GRSE along with L&T. Alright, highly important. And the meaning of Ikshak is guide. Moving on. Next, Agnikul inaugurated its first Launchpad and Mission Control Center at Satish Dhawan Space Center. I repeat, Agnikul Cosmos Private Limited, that is a space tech startup based out of Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and they have inaugurated their first ever Launchpad that is designed and operated by a private player at Satish Dhawan Space Center, that is at Sriharikota. I repeat friends, this is an important news. It was Agnikul Cosmos Private Limited, that is a Chennai, Tamil Nadu based space tech startup. They have inaugurated India's first ever Launchpad that is designed and operated by a private player at Satish Dhawan Space Center. And we know this facility was inaugurated by the chairman of ISRO, that is S. Somnath sir. Alright, highly important. This facility that has been designed by Agnikul and has executed in support of ISRO. Alright, also remember it has 2 sections including the Agnikul Launchpad and Agnikul Mission Control Center. Also, apart from this, the Launchpad has been specially built to enable it to support liquid stage controlled launches while allowing ISRO's range operation team to monitor key flight safety parameters. It has also the ability to share critical information with ISRO's Mission Control Center and have their guidance and also the support from them. In December 2022, Agnikul's first mission on guided and controlled launch will be carried out from this particular facility. Alright, then if we talk about Agnikul Cosmos, who is the founder? Srinath Ravichandra and Moin SPM. Then where is the headquarter? As we say, it is Chennai based Tamil Nadu based space tech startup. So it is based out of Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And when was this established? It was established in the year 2017. Next is NASA's Orion spacecraft has successfully entered the orbit around the moon. Alright, so Orion spacecraft that was for the Artemis 1 moon mission has successfully placed into the lunar orbit, that is your orbit of the moon. Orion will fly approximately 40,000 miles above the moon, that is around 64,000 kilometers, 64,400 kilometers above the moon, and Orion was placed in a distant retrograde orbit by NASA's Johnson Space Center. Next is SpaceX. SpaceX Dragon cargo. As you can see in the picture, this is a Dragon cargo. They have successfully docked to International Space Station. Alright, highly important. Coming back, remember SpaceX Dragon cargo spacecraft has successfully docked to ISS, that is your International Space Station, and it has delivered some payload to the International Space Station that consisted of the hardware, new solar wings, fresh supplies, and these all packages that was delivered to International Space Station was around 7,700 pounds. All right, this SpaceX launched this Dragon cargo using the Falcon 9 rocket from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, USA. All right, next is, if we talk about NASA, who is the administrator here? Bill Nelson. And where is the headquarters? It is in Washington DC, USA. All right, next is Canada. Canada has won the maiden Davis Cup title by 2-0 in the final by defeating Australia in the final. I repeat, if we talk about Davis Cup, who has won the Davis Cup title? It was won by Canada, and Canada defeated Australia in the finals by 2-0. Also remember, this is the first win for the Canada to win this Davis Cup. For the first time it has been won by Canada, this Davis Cup. All right, and remember, Canada made his debut as a playing team in the Davis Cup title in 2009 only. All right, also if question asks that this Davis Cup, this is related to which sport? So Davis Cup is related to men's tennis. All right, Davis Cup is related to men's tennis. And who won this time for the 2022? That was the 110th edition that was observed in 2022. It was won by Canada, and this is for the first time that Canada has won this. They started this game, or they started participating in this game since 2019, and in this particular Davis Cup around 28 countries take part. Next is your Raising Day of NCC, that is your National Cadet Corps. So we observe the national or Raising Day of the National Cadet Corps on 27th of November. This will be the 74th NCC day. Important. All right, in 2022 we observed the 74th NCC day on 27th of November 2022. Also we can say this, the world's largest uniformed youth organization, was started when? In 1948. All right, highly important, and annually it is celebrated on 4th Sunday of November. That means this date is not fixed, this keeps on changing, but the important thing that you need to remember is that National Cadet Corps Day is observed on the 4th Sunday of November, and this year in 2022 it was on 27th of November. All right, highly important. If we talk about National Cadet Corps, who will be the Director General here? He will be Lieutenant General Gurbirpal Singh. And what is the motto of this NCC? It is unity and discipline. And where will be the headquarters? It will be in New Delhi. To the next news, Bihar's Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has launched Har Ghar Ganga Jal. I repeat, Har Ghar Ganga Jal project was launched by whom? It was launched by Bihar state, and in Bihar too it was launched by Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister of Bihar. This project was launched with an outlay of around 4,174 crore rupees. All right, in Bihar. Highly important. Apart from this, he also inaugurated water purification plant and water pump house at Nawada district in Bihar. All right, so coming back, Har Ghar Ganga Jal project. This project was launched by Bihar. So that's all for the day, friends. Now let's go for a quick revision. MOT, RTSOI and UNEP organizes the CEO Roundtable on Sustainable Tourism. India-Malaysia Joint Military Exercise Harimau Shakti 2022 has commenced at Klang, Malaysia. IRDAI has approved the amendments, simplifies rules to set up insurance firms. Indore plans India's first retail municipal bond for solar plant, and this will be for 10 years. RBI holds onboarding of online merchants by Paytm Payment Services. SNP cuts India's growth forecast to 7% for fiscal year 23. Emirates and Gulf Air has launched codeshare partnership. Then 2022 UNESCO Asia Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation was launched. NAEG 2122 E-Gram Swaraj and Audit Online of MOPR won the Gold Award. International Snow Leopard Trust has been honored with the 17th BBVA Foundation Biodiversity Conservation Award. IRDAI has approved MFSL acquisition on residential 5.17% stake that was held by MSI in Max Life. CIL to acquire 7.09% stake in Key Mobility Solutions for around 487.5 crore rupees. ISRO successfully launched PSLV C-54 carrying 9 satellites, and this has been jointly developed by India and Bhutan. Ikshak, the third ship of survey vessel project, launched at Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Agnikul has opened their first Launchpad and Mission Control Center at Satish Dhawan Space Center. NASA's Orion spacecraft has successfully entered the orbit around the Moon. SpaceX Dragon cargo ship docked at the ISS to deliver solar arrays and other experiment. Alright, apart, some cargo was also developed for research purpose. It was launched using the Falcon 9 rocket. Then if we talk about tennis Davis Cup, Canada has defeated Australia in the final to win the Davis Cup title. 74th NCC Raising Day is observed on 27th of November, and Bihar's Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has launched Ganga Water Supply Scheme at Rajgir. Har Ghar Ganga Jaldi scheme was launched by Bihar. So that's all for the day, friends. Now it's time for your homework. First, World Intellectual Property Indicator is a report released by which organization? Second, which year is declared as the International Year of Millets? Third, as per GST Act, states are assured for compensation for loss of revenue regarding GST up to how many years? Fourth, which satellite was launched aboard the PSLV C-54 rocket by ISRO? Fifth, who has been named as the National Ambassador for TB Mukt Bharat campaign? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends, and these questions are interesting because most of them we have discussed today. Alright, so friends, if you find the session to be interesting, all you have to do is comment below and let us know what are your views on that. Do like the videos, and if you are new to our channel, I hope you will definitely subscribe. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.